IGA Kefka Egan here, back for another informative video based in Minecraft 1.9 pre-release 5. Anyway, today I'm going to show you some little tricks that I think a lot of people should know, but in case you don't, I'm going to cover them. Mainly infinite water, and as of the 1.9 pre-releases, infinite lava trick, and also some of the basic gate types with redstone, and some tricks on how to do some other things. This is kind of a filler for now, till I can get phase 1 of the roleplay server finished. So if you think of any other tricks that you think I should cover, please let me know, and I'll try to cover it. Anyway, we're gonna come over here, and there is a piston door mechanic that I wanted to show you. It was requested of me to do a 3x3 piston door, and I misunderstood and did a 3x2 piston door. But to give you an idea, this is some pretty basic stuff. The pistons would likely be hidden. The idea is that you have one line going to the bottom piston, and then one line what appears to be going to the top piston, but it also powers this block, and therefore powers the third piston. Now later on I'll try to find a deal where you could actually do a 3x3 door, and when I get that up, I'll probably do another video to show how that works. However, there are tutorials on YouTube. You're welcome to go hunt for them, but I'll probably figure out how to do them so I can do them for people. Anyway, over here I have my little redstone testing area. But before we get to the redstone, let's cover the infinite water and infinite lava tricks. Now, previously, before 1.9, lava was not renewable. Once you used up lava or turned it into obsidian or placed something over it, it was gone and you had to go find something else. It kind of ruined, it made gathering obsidian a little bit harder, and short of going to the nether, there really wasn't any other way of getting lava, essentially. Well, now they've done a trick where you can do infinite lava, and it's similar to the infinite water design, which if you don't know the infinite water trick yet, this is how you do it. This can be bigger as it'll create more water to fill in the rest, but the smallest space you can do it to make infinite water is a 2x2 hole, and for either of these tricks, the pits have to be no more than 1 deep or the trick won't work. However, you can extend it down, but that's beside the point. The idea is that you fill a piece of water here, here, and here, in 3 of the corners, and leave the 4th one empty. The water will flow into the 4th one and create a completely new water block. And thus, as you can see, it does it each time I take it out, and infinite water. To see it in action, all I have to do is pull 1, 2, 3, boom. And of course, you can extend this out. Usually. Well, it works a little bit sometimes, but once I made a fountain that would work as an infinite water supply. Anyway, lava can now do the same thing, but it works in a slightly different pattern, a plus sign or cross formation. The idea is the same, except for you need 4 lava blocks, and you need to put them in each of the arms of the cross and leave the center blank. And like the water, the lava flows in and fills in the middle part. Of course, it takes a little bit longer, but there you have it. The lava flows in, creates another one. And again, just to show visual demonstration, build plus sign, fill in the corners, and boom, there you have it. Infinite lava. It's great. Great if you're. It's a great alternative to using portals to mine obsidian. As you know, hell, all you need to do now is, you know, say I scoop that up and put lava there. Boom. Just, you know, scoop, splash. So yeah. Okay. So that's the infinite water and infinite lava tricks. The more you know. Alright, before we get into some of the redstone basic gates, I'm going to cover this one right here, which uses one of the gates that I'll be showing in a moment, which is an inverted, I think it's called a NOT gate. Which is, yeah, a NOT gate, or an inverter. But a couple of days ago, JT was having a little trouble. He had a monster arena, and the way he had it, he had on 3 or 4 sides double iron doors. And the idea was that, you know, the monsters would spawn, somebody go into the middle of the arena, somebody flip a switch, and the doors would open. Great concept, except for there was a problem. Like, you would expect to be able to wire it, and he wired it just like this, and it's no fault to him. I mean, it's pretty logical, but he wired it much like this. And he had his door, and he went ahead and set his door, and everything looked fine, everything looked good, and then he hit the switch, only one door open. Hit the switch again, one door closed, one door open. You couldn't figure out why it was doing that. Well, I went online and I figured out, and I looked on Minecraft Wiki and found out that in order to make doors, when you put them side by side to make the handles face each other, the game actually turns this door so that the door handles face each other. Now, to do that, it just rotates the door 90 degrees. It doesn't open it or close it. So actually, when you're looking at a door this way, technically this door is technically in the game code is open. So therefore, when you hit the switch, when receiving power, it stays open, the other one opens, and then when you turn it off, it closes. That's why it does that way. To fix that, I found out that you needed to use a NOT gate. And a NOT gate is simply a block with a redstone torch, which powers the door, and you see it closed. And this is an inverter or a NOT gate. And that way, when the redstone power goes to the NOT gate, it turns the redstone torch off, which reduces the power off there and opens the door, and that gets you the appropriate effect that you're looking for. I used Skype to help him. He found a clever little trick that allowed me to see his screen, and I pretty much helped him bit by bit to fix his doors, and so now his doors are just like that. So to cover the quick sidetrack, I had a design for a soft boundary wall basically it's a floating platform. You could build this up to make it look like, you know, the top of a castle wall or whatever. I just used wood blocks to simple. The idea is you put water underneath it, the water flows down, and it's a soft barrier as players can get through it. But monsters, since they always rise in water, whenever they hit water, they rise up, and say he's trying. Either it'll push them back, or if they're persistent enough, they'll come in and get caught underneath this and drown to death, dropping their items safely to the bottom. As of 1.9.5, water for some reason will duplicate water blocks underneath it, and water will also flow over other water blocks. So when it did that, it spilled over to the sides, and so if you want to use this design, you'll have to extend the water channel out by one of the boundary of your water to catch the water flow. But it's a neat little idea. Use it if you like it. It's just whatever. So now to the final bit that I'll cover is the various redstone gates and how they work. We start with a basic input-output gate. We're going to use levers for the levers, levers for the power. If you don't know, levers when they're up means off, down is on. And as you can see, down it powers the redstone torch. So this is a basic input-output gate. Pretty simple. You can use a button, whatever. And then and then we have the inverted, which is called a NOT gate, which is the reverse of that. When the lever is in the off position, redstone torch is on.